A convicted killer involved in the infamous Cash Feenz murders may have her sentence reconsidered.
There was no suggestion that, or knowledge on her part that they were going to murder these kids.
Ashley Toye was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for the murders of 2 teenagers in Cape Coral back in 2006. But now her attorney is asking a judge to reconsider that punishment. 4 in Your Corner investigator Mike Mason talking to Toye's attorney tonight.
Ashley Toye is now 23 years old. At the time of the murder, she was 17 and pregnant. She received 2 life sentences, but now a Supreme Court ruling may allow her to get out of prison because she was a minor at the time of the murders. Ashley Toye was born on Halloween, but 3 weeks before her 18th birthday, something evil happened that would haunt her for the rest of her life.
She comes across to me as a very unfortunate victim of circumstance. Now, I'm not excusing, the conviction. The jury found her guilty.
It happened in October of 2006. Toye's boyfriend, Kamar Johnston, was having a birthday party at his home in Cape Coral. That's when 18-year-old Alexis Sosa and his 14-year-old nephew, Jeffrey, showed up. The 2 teens apparently got into an argument with Johnston, and that's when they were both tied up, beaten, and brutally tortured before being shot to death. For her involvement, Toye was sentenced to 2 life terms. She now has a new attorney, Stuart Pepper, who is filing a motion to have her sentence reconsidered.
Had she not showed up for that party, this murder would have happened anyway. And the point is, with or without her, Kamar and his associates were going to kill these 2 kids.
Pepper says back in June, the Supreme Court ruled that juveniles who are sentenced to life in prison are now allowed to have that punishment reconsidered.
The punishment that she got is what's deemed to be illegal because they reasoned that, okay, you can't execute juveniles, but when you have someone sentenced to life in prison, it's a death sentence. You're going to die in prison. What's the difference?
Toye admits she was involved in torturing the teens, but says she had nothing to do with the deadly shootings. Pepper feels Toye was only involved in the murders because she was being manipulated by Johnston.
Being young and impressionable, he kind of like a Charles Manson thing. He totally controlled her, dominated her, and she told me actually a couple weeks ago in jail, the best thing that happened to her was going to jail, not for life, but to get away from this man.
Pepper mailed the legal paperwork to Toye today. After she signs it, he will then file a motion to have her sentence reconsidered. We'll let you know how it turns out. In the studio, Mike Mason, Fox 4 in Your Corner.